All right. Shalom, shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. This is the brothers from the GMS Raleigh camp back at it again with another Lord's with the edifying lesson. I'm the brother Naquam.
On the brother Tazabah.
Another brother Quran.
And before we go any further with this Lord's with the edifying lesson, we want to give our honor and our glory and our praises to our Heavenly Father and to His only begotten Son, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashim, Yahweh
Yahweh
Shah,
Yahweh
Hashem,
Shah,
Rakatash.
Hashem Kakadash.
Kakwadash.
The next double honors to our elder apostles slash elder bishops of Great Millstone, who's out there in the highways and hedges to feed us with the 100% truth according to the Bible and her rule well. And shalom to all the sincere Akim that's out there applying and teaching and pushing the 100% truth according to the Bible throughout the whole planet Earth to the best of their abilities. You got to tell us about.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 13, and verse 8. It says, "And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh Shema Shah, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be
Right?
left therein."
So there it is. And this is prophecy that's going to happen over here in America, Babylon the Great. That's that land that it's referring to over here. It says over here in America, the majority of our people, the thirds or the through thirds, all right, the degenerates, those that don't fear Yahweh Shemal Shah of the Hebrew Israelites, of your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, according to the seed line of your father, you will be tortured and deleted by the Lord on this side by various different judgments. All right, all shapes, forms, and sizes of judgments that 2/3 is gonna catch. Then the ultimate judgment is gonna be those missiles and the laser beams from the chairs with the word going to cause UFOs, with the word going to cause spaceships, man. And the phone chimed in. But it says, but the third shall be left therein, which is what? The elect. And what the elect is going to do, they're going to remain faithful to Yahweh Shemal Shah to the end. And that's what they're going to receive salvation, deliverance. Okay? Well, Yahweh Shah returns. And we're hoping to pray that we'll be a part of that number to be able to be found worthy to receive salvation. Cause that's what we fighting for over here. We don't the hell with some damn fame and glory and all that on this side. Now we want to get that in the kingdom of heaven, man. A good name with the Lord. You got it, brother.
This is St. Matthew, chapter 24 and 31. It says, "And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other."
Can you start at verse 30, Baba Kasha?
Kind
Matter of
the
fact, you can
book
start
of
at verse 29, just to read through it.
page right there.
You good, bro. Just to get more of the context of what it's talking about.
All right, this is St. Matthew 24, starting at 29. It says,
Yeah.
"Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken."
Mm-hmm.
Verse 30. "And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory."
There it is. All right. So we know that, the great tribulation, aka Jacob's trouble, aka the hour of temptation, which is they're mandating the MOT to the BBB, which is to see him. And if you don't take it, you're gonna be tortured and deleted. But the elect of the nation of Israel is gonna be faithful to the end to Yahweh Shemal Shah. Well, then it says, that after the tribulation of those days, after it, your Lord Yahweh Shah's gonna crack them clouds and bring a whole lot of destruction, man. That's why everybody's gonna be mourning except the elect. Now, yes, it's going to be a fearful day, but it's also going to be a cheerful day for the elect of the nation of Israel, of the sincere brothers and sincere sisters. You know what I'm saying? You know, the household, the helpers, you know, because we longer for this day, man. We're hastening this day. You know, that's when all the oppression, all the disrespect, all the belittling, all the scoffers and scorning, that's when all that is really going to come to an end. You got it, brother.
That's it on that. Do you want me to read verse 31 again, or that's
Yeah.
okay? This Matthew 24, Saint Matthew 24:31, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other.
There it is. It didn't say the whole nation. All right. It said the elect of the nation of Israel will get beamed up into the so-called spaceships, which we know as the chariots of the Lord. Because the chariots are also known in the scriptures as clouds, as we just read Psalms 104:3. You know, he make up the clouds as chariots, man. And then when they're gonna come back and gather together his elect, which is a very small number, all right, compared to the whole nation of Israel, because the rest of the nation of Israel are the 2/3. They're gonna be tortured and deleted over here in America. All right, so that cuts that whole doctrine of the 2/3 getting beamed up. You know what I'm saying, and all that. Like, nah, no, the only one that's gonna be reunited. You know what I'm saying? You know, and beat up into the chariots is the elect of the nation of Israel. Lord Yahweh Shah just said it. It's also other scriptures that says that he's gonna come back with healing his wings, meaning there ain't gonna be no more sorrow and no more death. That's only for the elect on this side. As a matter of fact, that was it, bro.
Yeah, that was it for that.
Con, I got a quick one right fast.
Done.
This is the book of First Thessalonians, just to prove it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna go through it right quick. This is the book of First Thessalonians, chapter 4, verse 16. It says, "For the Lord Yahweh Shah himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Yahweh, all right, that war cry, and the dead in Yahweh Shah shall rise first, shall arise first, which is what those that passed on in this truth, endured to the end, all right, those that got deleted for the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, right? Verse 17. Then we, you know, who is that we? That we is referring to the us of the hopeful elect. Because the apostle Paul's of the elect. So when he said we, that's a possessive pronoun, man. So we, which are alive, every man remain what? In the fear of the Lord, shall be caught up together with them, the rest of the elect, in the clouds, the so-called spaceships, the so-called UFOs. All right. To meet the Lord in the air. And so shall we ever be with the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shah. Wherefore comfort one another with these words. So there it is. It's only for the elect on this side, man. All right. The 2/3 are gonna have to come out through the loins of the elect in the kingdom and be born right. All right. They ain't coming up there, man. They got to be destroyed on this side in the worst ways. You got it, brother. You got it, Taliban with Karab.
You got it, Corrupt. You read it.
All right, Khan. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, and I'll read verse 1 on down. It says, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people."
Right? Salaki. And Michael is the head angel. All right. On the Paleo Hebrew, his name is Maya Ka'ala. All right. Means who is like God. Right. All right. You got it, brother. You want to say something, Quan?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, he's the right hand man of Lord Yahweh Shah. All right, he's the head angel underneath Lord Yahweh Shah. On the right hand
Right.
side, you got it, bro.
Salaki.
Khan.
You
And
got it.
there shall, okay, Khan. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time.
right? And what time is this referring to, right? Well, according to the book of Jeremiah 30:7, right, it's referring to the time of Jacob's trouble. But it says he shall be saved out of it, right? And who is that he referring to? It's referring to the Lord's elect. They're going to be saved out of it. This is that time of trouble. All right, you got it, bro.
And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
Right, everyone that shall be found written in the book, and those are the elect that's going to be found written in the book, which is predestined to be delivered from these times. All right, because this tribulation that's coming upon the earth, it's gonna come upon the whole earth, you know. But this is specifically the time of Jacob's trouble, right? But the Lord's gonna deliver His elect, all right. The elect is being built up in these times to be able to endure and overcome, the times to come, whatever the elect has to go through. Um, I mean, that's pretty much the point. You can read down if you want. I mean, the quorum.
God, break out the new.
Say that again, bro.
Did he froze?
Let's speed it up. Salaki. Yeah, what you say, bro?
God, he must have froze. It's all
You want me to
good.
bring?
Hey. Oh, God, there he is. Slocky.
Yeah, can you hear me?
You can bring it out, bro.
You want me to
Okay.
bring the next one up, or do you want me to go down to three?
Let's see. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can read down.
Okay. Um, verse 2, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
Yep. Many of them that sleep, right, and then some of those that passed on, right, because I'm in this time. Up to like, I thought you wanted to say something, bro.
Salakia, I had a call. Salakia. People calling me now.
Okay.
But yeah, just
Yeah.
bring out that last one, bro. We're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
Okay, Con. All
Yeah,
right,
that
this
was
is all right, Con. This is Romans 9:27.
Mm-hmm.
It says, Esaias also crieth concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved.
Yep. It says, all right, referring to Isaiah, right? It says, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet only a remnant shall be saved. And that's going into, the remnant going into the elect. The remnant goes into the remainder. Okay, so because the Lord has always kept the remainder and a grape of the cluster, as the scriptures say, that He's always dealt with, right? And they're gonna be in each generation, and this specifically in this generation, the Lord elect, right? That's who that remnant is referring to, right? Because Israel as a whole is a big nation, all right, but only the Lord's elect is gonna be delivered from these times.
Yep. That was it.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, that's pretty
Oh,
much it.
Yeah,
yeah,
Salakia once again, it's in that lag, what I'm saying? People want to call when you do a lesson.
yeah. That
So
was pretty much
Salakia
it.
on that.
Yeah,
So
that's
with
pretty much
that,
the
we pray
point.
this blessing edifying, for the elect and to the elect only. All right, but before we close out, we want to give our honor and our glory and our praises to our Heavenly Father and to His only begotten Son, Yahweh,
Our
Bahashem,
Hashem,
Yahweh
Bahashem,
Shah, Bahashem,
Bahashem Rakah.
Bakwadash. And next up, double honors once again to our elder apostles slash elder bishops of Great Millstone. And shalom to the Lord's elect. Shalom.
Shalom
Shalom.
to the Lord's elect.